here. I think this might be it. You make great sense. I like the way you mentioned the breath extinguishing it and the burn being the fuel and the mind-body connection. It's like a chain on a bike, the way it all goes around and works together to push the wheels, etc. That is how it makes me think, the way you put it. That's a good way to put it too. I have at times gone past the burn, not stopping and remembering it felt the best. Maybe it was at these times I was doing what you said without knowing it. Yes, I think so, because when you stop before the burn, it's like when we start to feel that burn and it hurts, we're usually holding our breath. Holding your breath is what makes it hurt. It's like you're resisting it, you don't want to feel it. So when you're holding your breath, it hurts and you just want to stop. You can't push through it. So you haven't like gotten that deeper breath because you're holding your breath. So if you're not breathing deep. And it makes it hurt more. And that's what people don't understand. It's like, you know, if you stop before that point, it's going to limit your results, your progress. It's going to make it harder. It makes it less enjoyable. But just like what I was saying, that your breath extinguishes that fire. So when you get to that point where it's burning, that's when you take that burn and you inhale and exhale. You're inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. And it's like that exhale is the part that extinguishes the burn. It allows you to be able to push through that burn. So when it's burning and you're like pushing through, the down part of the negative would be to take in new air. So when you're really breathing deep, you're getting rid of that stale air and making room for new energetic air to come in. If you're not breathing deep and it's more off the top of your lungs, you can only push so far and then you can't do anymore because your lungs can't do it. The burn hurts. But it's like if you get to where you're really breathing deep and your mind and your motion and your breath are matching. So in order for your motion and your breath to match, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Every time this comes up, it's an inhale. Every time this goes down, it's an exhale. I mean, I said that wrong. Every time this comes up, it's an exhale. Every time this goes down, it's an inhale. Maybe I did say that. I don't know. Exhale is always on the positive. Inhale is always on the negative. And when I say it matching your mind, when you get to that point and you're pushing, it's like everything's connected. Your mind's connected. Your breath is connected. You get to a point too that you can only keep that same pace before you have to stop and catch your breath and then refocus. A lot of times I'll do as many as I can do without having to stop, and it gets to the point to where I'm running out of air and it's like I come down, catch my breath, get everything refocused and recentered, get my body recentered, my mind recentered, do a deep breath, and then I go again. I might be able to get 2 or 3 more out, and then I start doing them one at a time. When you get farther into a set or you're getting really heavy, you do each rep individually. You come up, and that might not be totally the energy that it's supposed to be because I don't have a weight, but that's your motion and your breath matching and getting connected. And then your mind is in there too, and your mind is saying, I can do this, I can do this, I can push. And it's like, for me, what I notice when I get farther into a set, the less I think and the more I just do. I get connected. I'm connected, and it's like I'm just following the rhythm of it, I guess. And it's like the heavier you get, the quicker your mind has to be, the quicker your repetition has to be, the quicker your squeeze has to be. So it's like when you're using a lighter weight, you can come up, you can hold the squeeze, and you can come back down. You can do it really slow and controlled. Once the muscle starts to get tired and starts to burn, something has to change. And it's like your lungs start to run out of air. The burn is more, so you have to extinguish that burn faster with your breath and get more air in right away so you can keep going. So as it starts to get harder, for me, I have to a lot of times pick up the pace just a little bit so I can still make sure I'm getting all that air out and all that air in. In order to do that, my mind has to be a little bit faster. It's not slow and controlled anymore. Here it's slow and controlled. As I'm pushing harder, my mind gets faster. It's working at a faster pace. My movement is faster, so my movement is matching my mind, and my breath is matching my movement, which is matching my mind. So it's all connected, and I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I don't know if I'm explaining it well. It would probably be easier for me to explain as I was actually doing a workout as to what I was doing, or if any of you guys send me videos on your stuff, maybe I could explain some of that with some of your videos too. Anyway, so I don't know if I got sidetracked again. As you guys know, I tend to get sidetracked. So that was, I think there was another comment from Crystal Monday too that I wanted to talk about. That's all I can see right now. I'll have to like sit down and see if there was anything else, but I hope my comment kind of helped you out more with the comments that you made. I hope I was able to explain maybe even a little bit further from what I talked about before. But it's all about connection and getting connected. Everything getting connected. You getting connected to the weight. The weight is connected to the muscle. And as you get farther into a set, your breath and your mind have to change in order to keep going, and then your motion has to change along with that. So everything has to change and match and get into a rhythm. And it's like when you get to that place, you're working out as a whole, and I feel like I'm pushing from my core, not just my core here, but my core being. It's from a different place. It's like it's your soul. You're just pushing from a deeper place, and you just get into it and you push. And that's what it seemed like. There was like something that you said about pushing and pushing to failure, but I can't find it. But